chubba. There you go, there you go. Yeah, you have a pineapple, that's yours.
That way so no one can see it.
Oh, fine.
On your head,
Let me tell Carrie. Oh, it's Teddy! You're terrible, Muriel.
I just always get people coming up to me at parties thinking I'm like Rupert or
View with Chris Evans, and it was on this kind of like grass pit with loads of different performers around, and there was kind of like Elton John and Cliff Richard and all these people just milling about. It was a bit surreal, to be honest, and
I swear it feels like the last few nights we've been everywhere and back, but I just don't remember it all.
So, Multiply is out on the 23rd of June, but it's Multiply because the last one was Plus.
yeah, I've got...
Someone thought I was Boris Johnson once. You don't know who Boris Johnson is, but he's the mayor of London. He's about 60.
I was having an interview with Chris Evans and Paul McCartney walks past. I'm like, oh shit, it's Paul McCartney, wicked. And Chris Evans was kind of like, oh, you should go up and say hi to him. And I was like, I didn't really want to be that sort of person.
Not X, it's Multiply.
Well, Chris Brown has an album called X, and you don't really want to annoy him.
No.
What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh, yeah, that's right, I'm doing me.
Just walks up to someone, shakes their hand, takes a picture and buggers off. Like, I actually wanted to kind of sit down with him and properly talk. So, yeah, we carried on conversation, me and Chris Evans, and then...
Yeah. I keep getting fans, like, tagging me. You know on Instagram you can see your tag things, and they're, like, tagging me with, like, the fat ginger dude they met at the pub. And they're just like, met Ed Sheeran today, and this guy's like, oh.
Were you good at maths when you were little?
No, I actually, I got asked this in an interview the other day. We had to cut it out of the interview because someone said, what's 9 times 9? And I said 99.
We're in Tokyo at a cat cafe, which consists of cats and not actually a lot of cafes. Cats. Come and meet them.
Suddenly, I get a tap on my back, and I turn around and it's Paul McCartney there, and I'm like, "You all right?" And
I hope you said, "Not now, Paul. I'm busy."
No,
Actually, no. I know for a fact that there's a dude that gets laid because he says he's me. Because we get emails about it all the time. I'll be.
This is my mate, Jim.
He told me that he loved my music and he'd first seen it on Hollyoaks, which I think was amazing. That Paul McCartney watches Hollyoaks.
But like Estonia or something, and the manager. I remember the last email I got. It was like, I think I had sex with Ed at a festival last night in my tent. But
This one's really unhappy. Having a bit of a sulk in the corner, aren't you? Tom doesn't want to play. No.
Occasionally you get the weird thing, like I get baked a lot of cakes, and at the beginning of my career I ate the cakes. You do. If you're given cakes, you eat cakes.
I'm not sure. If I did, tell him he's a wanker, and if I didn't, I'm sorry for the email. And we're like, well, we're in Estonia, so someone's having a lot of fun.
The second half of my life is much more fun than the first half, and I'd rather that way around, because half of the popular kids in school, I mean, you know.
Kiss me under the light of 1,000 stars. You still love me. Come on, sing it with me.
I've never met a cake I don't like.
Yeah. Well, I cut into this cake to eat it, and as I pulled it out, it was just this big clump of hair that kind of went like that, and I was kind of like...
So into the song, you're just like, hold on a minute. I'm just going to take a break from what I was singing to just realise...
That we found love right where we are. You get all the food.
Can't drive. And I don't just mean you have no driving licence. We've had that before, OK, with Johnny Vegas and Jack Whitehall more recently. But you
know, there's a mistake if there's one hair or two hairs, but it's a clump of hair, and I have a feeling...
See how into this I am, and then go, right, yeah. But really you're going, holy shit, what are the words, what are the words, what are the words?
Yeah, put your foot down.
The little thing by your right foot is the accelerator.
Wait,
That's if you want to spin it around.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Sorry, I thought you
Okay, that enough.
How much can't you drive, or how much couldn't you drive before you got here today?
Before today, I'd never sat in a driver's seat or put my hand in the seat. Never. This girl kind of wanted me to eat the cake, so next time she saw me, she could kind of be like, I'm inside you. And...
Jay-Z and Beyonce came to the show?
Yeah, they came.
That's fun. Did you hang out with them afterwards?
I did, yeah. It was really random. Like,
bumper cars, they're racing cars.
Fellas, this is the plan, right? Dogs are going to be here in a bit. Cat fight, scratch their eyes out. Don't fuck a bear. Do you know what I mean?
The reason I said yes to Top Gear is that I thought it'd be funny the first time that I joined. I grew up listening to them, and then suddenly I was just like sitting across eating a slice of pizza, like, all right, what's going on?
Did you get a slice of pizza?
Yeah, and then, well, I can't tell whether he's enjoying that or
I don't know what that face is.
I'm the one who gave him the cake.
I didn't really know, like, what they'd be up for, so I was just like, my mate owns a dive bar if you want to go and do some shots, and we
Give up. If they don't, but you actually were wrestling with the controls in there.
That wasn't planned. I just couldn't. I didn't know to take my foot off the accelerator.
You should stick with that side.
That's amazing. Turned up and there was a folk jam going on, and we jammed some folk.
You just kept it on.
Yeah, I wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna like sort this out and show everyone that I'm really good at driving. It was literally just like, oh. To Ed Sheeran, brackets, my great singer. I hope you love the shirt. You're a little ugly, but I love you.
Christmas right there.
They tried to take it off me when I came in.
No, you're allowed to have it.
I said, I brought it myself, you know.
No, you brought your own wine to the show.
Yeah.
Did you not think we would have wine here?
I don't know.
How do you actually walk about when they're that big? Well, shall we have a look?
Find anywhere 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 2,000, 2,000, at 3,000, 3,000, 3,000, at 3,000, 4, at 4, 4, 5, at 5,000, 6,000, 6,000, 6,000.
Yeah, do you ever wish you had a band?
Not well. Sometimes, you know, when I'm sitting in the dressing room on my own, like.
The tyre. Yes, the tyres are squealing. Surprised.
I just. Sad. How sad. I just drink tea and chain smoke and watch Entourage. And it's just, that's it.
7,000, at 7,000, 8,000, 8,000, 9,000, 9,000, 9,000, at 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, debated, at 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, 11,000, 11,000, 11,000, 12, at 12, 12, at 12.
Have you done shows before where they have no alcohol?
Yeah.
Is it because of your age?
No, they're just. You know, I did a show in Holland the other week where they had the mayor of Rotterdam, and he was. I've made friends with Jedward recently. Me and Jedward are cool. We're like that.
But why?
And I gave them their first ever Jaeger bomb ever.
Right. Now, this is it. This is coming up to what we call the follow-through, because if you get it wrong, that's what happens.
And as they were doing it, they said it's a long, slippery slope.
You're not doing a song with them, are you?
No.
Ed
Jedward
Sheeran.
only has one phone. It's called Jedward's phone, and they interrupt each other when they text you. I thought he was a pimp, and I told him that I thought he was a pimp. And,
Hold on, you told him. That's why they don't want you drinking, obviously. Had you had a drink?
Okay. It'll be like, hey Ed, oh Jed Sheeran, all this stuff, and then like the other one will interrupt, like, shut up, John, he doesn't want to hear that. They're so cool, man. I like Jedward. This dude I was working with.
When do you think you've come on our...
As long as I beat Jack Whitehall, I'm happy.
Two things. One, Jack had driven a car before he got here, although he had no licence.
So out of the ring now, selling away, third and final at 12,000.
Oh, you got one. You had another. I was worth more than that, mate. You got another one over there. I got a bit of flack for this because everyone's saying how happy I look and look like a kid in a candy store. Now, right here, first, got ketchup bottle tattooed on my arm, actually. But I really like ketchup, so like.
Well, 1, 50, 4, 3.
I once found myself in a steak restaurant in Sydney, and they served steak and chips, and I asked for ketchup, and it was like one of those restaurants that like were posh and like. Let me say that I felt like I was in The Hobbit because I'm in the Elven Kingdom here. I've got Legolas and Galadriel behind me, and I'm.
You've done it. And you're wet. You've done it.
They were like offended that I wanted ketchup, and I was like, "You serve steak and chips, like what do you expect?" Got really offended. I was like, "No one's too good for ketchup. Ketchup's too good for you." I'm Samwise Gamgee trying to get home. Just chilling. We're right here.